Hey, my name's Richard Rawlings, and I made this video for you today because procrastination used to make me feel like a complete loser in life. I like to think of myself as a pretty intelligent guy, but I couldn't bring myself to get anything done, and I couldn't enjoy my free time because I was always worrying about the things I needed to do. This made my life constantly stressful, as you can imagine. Back in college, I failed entire classes just because I refused to study, and afterwards I put off getting my business off the ground for years. Otherwise, it didn't feel like I was really living life. It was like I was on the outside looking in, waiting for life to happen, thinking and planning things, but rarely actually doing anything. But luckily for me, over this past year, I discovered how to stop procrastinating altogether. And as you keep watching this video, I'm going to share with you how I did it so that you can use what I've learned to fix your own procrastination problem. So please watch carefully and make sure that you watch all the material I have for you here. Please don't skip the videos because it won't make sense to you if you don't watch it in order. I've made these videos concise and as short as possible in the interest of not wasting your time and making it easy to consume. It should only take half an evening to consume all the information you'll need, and it's the type of information that starts giving back to you right away. So I discovered that eliminating procrastination can be broken down into 4 steps. Done one after another, and here they are. Step 1 is to diagnose why and how you procrastinate. The truth is that everybody procrastinates for different reasons. The word procrastination is just a general word we use for delaying work. So just like a doctor needs to know what's making you sick before she can prescribe a treatment, the first thing you have to do is to find the source of the procrastination. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a simple way. It'll only take you a few minutes. Step 2 is to learn the strategies that naturally prolific people use and replace your bad work habits with them. I developed a set of them that work together so that you stop feeling distracted, you feel more motivated every day, you make the most of each moment, and you even feel more alive. And you do all this without having to use willpower or force yourself or use some complicated time management system. Step 3 is to use a time management strategy designed just for procrastinators. You've got to use some kind of calendar or planner if you want to get things done quickly, but like me, you might have found that most organization systems don't work for you. That's because they don't address the procrastination problem directly. They work for people who have organization problems, they work for plenty of people, but they don't work for people who have procrastination problems. It's a separate problem. So I'm going to show you how to manage your time using a time management strategy made just for procrastinators. Step 4 is to make sure that you never fall back into the procrastination habit ever again over the long term. Procrastinators tend to fall victim to this easily if they're not prepared, just like smokers or alcoholics tend to fall back into their habits. You need to know how to overcome obstacles and how to avoid falling back into procrastination when life throws you a curve or when you're confronted with a really confusing project and don't know where to start. There are a few other things you'll have to look out for as well. After learning and going through these 4 steps myself, I really feel like I've got into a sort of untapped resource in myself to reach goals I set consistently. For example, I've built up a successful online home business full-time, and I've done business consulting, and I'm learning Spanish and guitar. And there's no more guilt that procrastination used to give me when I felt I couldn't do these things that I wanted to do. That's just me, though. If you stop procrastinating today, what would you want to start working towards? What goals haven't you reached that you would like to be able to reach? That's why I created these videos for you. Now, just to let you know, it took me more than 2 years to do this, and I had to do it. I had to read over 100 books and scientific articles on the psychology of procrastination, motivation, and workplace productivity. And I've spent over $700 total on all the material. So with these videos, I want to shorten the learning curve for you and everyone else watching them significantly. And to do that, I've created a program of video tutorials that I put online that'll take you by the hand through each of the 4 steps right here on my site. I teach each step in each module of the program, and all together I call the program Start Your Work Now. I put the step 1 videos online for you to watch on the next page so you can diagnose why you procrastinate. I do this in a very unique way, by the way. It'll be unusual to watch, but it'll only take a few minutes, and then you'll know some very important information about yourself. But don't go yet. Before you go, I need to tell you how to use this program. This material deals with changing habits, so it requires some special instructions in order to work at all. And there are coincidentally 4 special instructions to use this program. Number 1, you have to make it your own. I strongly suggest you get out a good old paper notebook and pen and start taking notes on everything in this program. Condense the program so it's easy to study, then rewrite it again. Condense it to only 1 or 2 pages so that it's easy to remember and easy to do, and in this way you'll make it your own. Then take the notes that you think will be hard for you to remember, or notes that you think are most important, maybe only a handful of sentences, and post them somewhere that you'll read them every morning. Maybe on your refrigerator. You only need to do this for a month or 2 until you remember it. It feels like it's your own, like it's become a part of you. In step 2, I'll show you a special way of changing the way you think and how you react to things in everyday life. And they're called implementation intentions, and they're related to this, and they'll be very useful to you, so watch out for them. Number 2, apply the system to change your habits. The system is not for you if you aren't willing to change your work habits a bit. Procrastination is a habit, and anybody who tells you that they have a magic pill to curing it overnight is probably lying to you. It's a habit, and it needs some time, to be stopped. And you need some time to create new good habits. Now, I'm going to give you the exact steps you need to make new work habits over the next month or so, and make sure that you don't need to worry about procrastination again, so don't worry about that. The system is designed to be concise, easy to remember, easy to implement, and complete, as in it'll take care of your habit for you so you don't have to worry about it anymore. And all you have to do is make sure that you apply the system over the next few weeks. Here's the habit curve. As you can see, you have to put the most effort into creating a habit in the very beginning, but it quickly gets much easier. I'll also be giving you strategies to use so that your mind doesn't put up much resistance. Remember that improvement is gradual. These strategies may be ineffective the first few times, in fact. You may forget to use them. This is a normal part of the learning curve. A bit of trust and a level of interest in the strategy is needed for it to start working naturally for you. Number 3, don't fall into a false sense of success. You may have an initial spike in concentration because you're excited about this system, that maybe this has happened to you before. It's happened many times to me before, so I know how it works. You get lulled into a false sense of success prematurely, and then you get disappointed and you quit when you fail a few times. As I said, the first week of changing your procrastination habit will be the hardest. Your mind will generate all kinds of excuses that will want you to stop. But this is just what happens when you try to change a habit. It's natural. Don't debate with your thinking, because you can't have a rational debate with your emotional mind. The best you can do is to ignore it for now. Just ignore it and go ahead with your new plan, and you'll find your need to procrastinate will slowly go away. After you do it consistently every day, it will get easier and easier as your emotional mind sort of learns. Number 4, don't work yourself to the bone using these techniques. That's not what this program's about. It's about balance between work and play. In fact, that balance is what will allow you to become successful at it. It will not teach you to work 16 hours a day. I don't believe anybody can produce high-quality work when they work 16 hours a day and leave no time for rest and leisure. I work a maximum of usually 5 to 6 hours a day. When I work hard, then I totally detach from work afterward. You might be happy to know that making sure you get leisure time is essential to curing your procrastination. So that's it for now. In the next video, we'll figure out exactly why you're procrastinating. You'll soon understand why you procrastinate very profoundly. So go to the next video now by clicking the button below this video. Talk to you soon.